Friday, everyone. Welcome to ATI Pro Media. We are powered by Advanced Trading. Quick show today. We got a couple exports. Stock market absolutely on fire. Let's go over to Wall Street real quick, and then we'll South Street. Then we'll kick it to Wall Street. We'll go through the notes, and we'll get there. All right. Today is options expiration. December options expire today. That's a big one, but we'll see if there's any fireworks here in November. I hear a lot of background noise. Whose mic's on here? Besides mine, someone else? Connor. All right. Corn up 1, soybean up 2, meal lower, oil lower, wheat down 4, KC down 2, hard red unchanged. Live cattle up 50, Jan feeders up 3, up 30. Wall Street it is. Dow Jones, ring the bell. Dow Jones up 300 after being 450 yesterday. And we got the S&P up 15, NASDAQ unchanged. 2s, 5s, 10s, 30s. All up, which means interest rates down a little bit. Gold on fire up 23, silver up 36, copper down, crude oil up 47, natural gas absolutely on fire, but down 200, coming well off the highs. Natural gas was up like 20% on the week. Bitcoin down 1,000, healthy correction. It's 97,700. CB, come on in, kid. I feel like Joe or Rick's mics are on.
I don't. They're saying no. It might be your conscience speaking to you. What's it saying? What are you hearing?
Oh, the devil!
What are you hearing
in my head? It's saying I got a flight to catch, girlfriend, and we got to go quick. So bust out the headlines. You got some news out of USDA cattle on feed today. Maybe B-Huck will do a premium on that. I know you have a premium. Read the headlines, and we got a bolt. Sometimes you get what you pay for, and this is free. We go every day, but it may not be for a long time. Let's go.
And it's a quick show, right? It's a little bit light on headlines this Friday. D's options is the big one, but we got a flash sale, Tommy. 198,000 metric tons, 2425 soybeans sold to unknown destinations, right? That's where Tommy is flying to. In case you were wondering, he's going to unknown destinations, right? And we've seen it. It's popped up more and more and more. Karen Braun, who puts out great stuff, she put this chart. And if you're thinking you see more, you're correct, right? The accumulated corn export sales to unknown destinations were kind of unprecedented, right? We've seen it previous years, but for this time frame, we're in a big swing up in terms of unknown destinations. So I know when we hear that, right, we think, okay, if we're talking corn or soybeans, but especially corn, is it China, right? Are we behind the smoke screen on those unknown destinations? I don't know. I don't think so, because we can see, right, when the grain actually leaves the Gulf, we can see where it's going. So I wouldn't hold our breath there, but someone's buying corn, and it's good to see, and someone's buying soybeans on unknown destinations.
How does the USDA show us that stuff, Connor?
Yeah, that's a great question. I thought about this because you get this question a lot, is how come they are allowed to not disclose where the grain's going? And it's not exactly a smoke screen. It's more that the people buying the grain, selling the grain, they don't necessarily know where it is. Tommy, I found this from the USDA where they just added some color in it. Someone asked that question. I cannot fathom why they can use unknown destinations. Why do we keep using unknown? And USDA responded and basically said, our regulations allow for exporters to report sales to unknown destinations to us when they don't know the destination of the shipment, right? Where the product is going, and we don't know where it's going to go. So it's more than anything, we allow unknown destinations because they want to be able to get those daily reporting out, right? So instead of waiting to see, guaranteeing where it's going to go, get the news out that we have that flash sale, and we go from there. So it's not really a smoke screen. It's more that we don't necessarily know where the cargo is going to go, right? It's ultimately, before the product is shipped, a destination has to be declared. But when we're doing the flash sale, right, we don't have it there. So interesting to see. It's always fun to look at these.
Good. I'm going with it. I don't feel like arguing with it. Real quick, for clients at Tom Grisafi, I'll be available all day. If for some reason you can't get a hold of me on that number I text you, call the office number, and Dave Lechtenberg will take good care of you over there. With that, one quick thing on yesterday's premium I did last night. Sometimes when we have these big options expiration, we have abandonment. So our friend PJ Options Broker, he'll let us know over the weekend, or maybe even right away tonight. These options watched the 420 strike. I looked at the open interest. There's a a large magnet to the 420 strike. Lots of 420 puts and calls open. Right now, we're a lot closer to pegging the 430. We can go down to 425. Guys, gals out there, if you want a little secret, sometimes we move a lot on options expiration. If you need to price corn, get those offers in there. Pick up the phone. You know the elevator's calling you anyway, telling you got to price it next few days or pay for storage. If you need help with that seller, that decision, that store or sell decision, we could gladly help you with that. Even if you're not an advanced trading client, if you are like, what the heck should I do? I have this corn. We can explain to you how we go through that process in our world. Is that a proper way of saying it, my friend?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing that comes to mind, right, is if you have HTAs at the elevator, guess what? Roll them to March if you like the basis. That's an easy one, right? There's carry, pick up the 10 cents, whatever. If you want to deliver corn, set the basis, you're done. The basis contracts right now, that's a little bit of a piece, right? We get in that game of where we roll out basis contracts in a carry market. It's not exactly advantageous, right? You want to stay bullish. I think we can show you different avenues, if you want to have that conversation. That'd be my thing, is don't get in the game of rolling basis contracts continually, trying to stay bullish, and you keep getting that weaker and weaker basis number. That'd be my soapbox for today, Tommy.
And keep talking. I'm trying to pull something up. I want to show people where I'm going and why it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, here I'll talk about this. Argentina. We talk a lot about South America and Brazil, but here's the thing: is Argentina we got to pay attention to, and they have soybean planting 36 complete. They were up from 20% a week ago, and I think the key takeaway when I'm looking at Argentina is that 6 months ago we were talking about the leafhopper disease affecting their corn market. We're looking at a few more bean acres right now. Production, year on year. Last year we were at like a 48 million metric ton. This year we're at a 51, slight increase. 2022, right? They had that major drought in Argentina. They were at 25 million metric tons. So from 2 years ago, we can look at soybean production. The estimates is almost double from 2 years ago. So when we start thinking about bean hedging, right? Other thing I want to look at is, we're talking about weather. When I talk Argentina, South America, they still got to grow it right now. I'm going to call that GFS model, Tommy. I call it non-threatening, right? Weather looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got something. So cute little story here. I'll share this with you. This cute little couple here, I've known these two since they were this age. This is them in high school, and both kids' parents are clients. And so Sammy is marrying my friend Julia, and when they were 14 and had their permit, they used to have to drive me home from their parents' house because I'd go over there and they have a drink. They'd be like, "It's North Dakota. The kids have their permit." These two have been driving me home on Saturday nights since they were 14. But anyway,
love it.
Congratulations to this great couple. Gina and I and the girls are flying up there. Now, kids, if you're out there and you got like some last minute, you're not sure you're going to go through with it, let us know, because I'm leaving for the airport here shortly. So any last minute thoughts, runaway bride stories or something, I got to know about it. But truly two amazing youngsters beginning a new phase of their life. Congratulations to them both.
Awesome. Hey, make sure you're watching out for this, Tommy. You said they're in North Dakota, but we could expect some snow. I know we had flurries. Saw some pictures. You probably had some at your house, but in Chicago, I don't know if you watched football last night, but in Pittsburgh, we had some major flurries. But looking like we're getting snow, right? Might be a white Thanksgiving for some of us.
Yeah, who has two thumbs, went to bed at 7:30 last night? This guy. Oh, the CMAs were rough, but we had a heck of a good time down there in Nashville. So, yeah. Anyway, don't ask me to sing, that's for sure. People in the crowd, they're like, "Are you in the music business?" I'm like, "I'm a singer. I sing in the shower." It's great. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. If you could ever go down there with your bride, get all dressed up, walk in, and it is a fun event.
I believe it.
Kind of bummed out. I was rooting for Jelly Roll.
Who won?
Morgan Wallen won, and Kelsey and Lainey Wilson. There was like 8 awards given out, and the Cody Johnson won like album of the year or something, and that kind of caught people off. Anyway, Jelly Roll didn't leave with anything, but don't worry about Jelly. He'll be okay. So I wouldn't write him off yet. It was a good night in Nashville.
Good stuff. Well, Tommy, that's what we got for news. We're, D's options expire, right? Continue to look at marketing your bin bushels, right? We're going to start talking March. I have been for probably 2-3 weeks, right? But Yeah, we'll see where it goes. As you said, especially in 2024 on option expiration. I go back, Tommy, we were doing this show when those March options fell off the board and we saw the weakness. Then we saw it again with July. Right now, right, not a whole lot of volatility. Corn's still up a little bit, but it's always does funky things around these option expiration.
Let me be perfectly clear, and you help me with this from the elevator side. And I never worked in an elevator, nor did I play someone who did. If you delivered corn to the elevator, they have it. They could do whatever the heck they want with it. They might have turned it into ethanol. They might have ground it. It may be going in a pig's belly. That corn they got a plan for it, right? So once the elevator has it, trust me, advanced trading has some really qualified people on the commercial end that help elevators being elevators. What are the farmers' choices here? As the elevator's calling, here's how it sounds. And they're saying, sir, you dropped off 50,000 bushels at harvest. I imagine the basis was set at that point, right? They now have to do the flat price.
Yeah, if you did a basis contract, right? If you delivered grain and you said, "Hey, I'm not paying storage. I'm going to do a basis contract because I think the market's going to rally." They're calling you today, whatever their contract terms were. Maybe it was 2 days ago. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's Monday. I don't know. But they're calling you, and you've got to either price the futures on that basis contract or you've got to roll it. Okay. And when we roll into a carry market, right, that spreads, what is it still? Call it 10 cents. If you did a 20 under basis contract, you know what that basis goes to in a carry? It goes to 30 under. Okay. And so now you got to then, hope for a rally again. Tommy, what I would say is don't mess with rolling that basis contract where you have all the futures price risk in the world. Price it, and we can re-own it on paper if you want to stay bullish. So it's as simple as that to me. Basis contracts in an inverted market, different story, right? We could pick up that inversion. We can deliver the grain and go from there. But it's all, just looking at the math, making sure we're doing the right things.
That was a good way to sum it up. Let's end it. Everyone, if you need help, give us a call. Info@ATI Pro Media, 1-855-737-FARM. Don't care if you're a client or not. Speaking engagements, I'm starting to get full already, buddy. I'm on a roll. I've been booked up for a few days, 3 days in December, a few days in January. There's some really great stuff going out there. But if you need help with speaking, if I can't do it, don't worry. We have a lot of qualified people at Advanced Trading could do it. I don't know if they're as good at it as I am, but they're pretty doggone good because they taught me a lot of what I know in this business. With that, let's get out of here. CB, get your snow shovel out, make a little snowman, put it on the internet on Monday. See you, buddy.
See ya.